Hey everyone, I'm Storm Shield meteorologist Jason Myers. It is Tuesday, June 17th. Yesterday, wow, a lot of activity in the severe weather world. Tornadoes, a lot of them, especially across Nebraska. Getting right to it, check this out. 30 tornado reports in Nebraska, Minnesota, Iowa, and Wisconsin. Even in Pilger, Nebraska, they actually saw a double tornado. That is two funnel clouds side by side, devastated a town there. A few people were found dead. Terrible, terrible weather day yesterday. Check out the, I'm going to post a link to the bottom of this video, and you can check out that double tornado for yourself. Two very large tornadoes. This kind of thing doesn't happen very often. Usually when you have two tornadoes side by side like that, one of them is much smaller, but these two were just nearly the same size at one point, and that is very unusual, and they were both very large. Usually when you see double tornadoes, they're not this big, but back to the nasty weather yesterday, a lot of hail and wind as well, and today we can expect I wouldn't say more of the same. Yesterday was a moderate risk across that part of the country. Today, just a slight risk, really from eastern Montana through the Dakotas into the upper Midwest, all the way to New York and even parts of the East Coast under that slight risk. A few spots are under the risk of a tornado, at least a relatively high risk, right about where the Dakotas and Montana meet. Even northeast Wyoming could be looking at a little bit of an elevated tornado risk. Rapid City is within that area. Hail, a couple of spots here, one in that same general region in the Dakotas, Montana, and Wyoming, but another, the same spot we saw the moderate risk yesterday and saw all that tornado activity, wind, and large hail across Iowa, Minnesota, South Dakota, and northeast Nebraska right there. Some strong winds a little farther to the east. We could see across a good chunk of Iowa, northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin, southern Minnesota, and then also a secondary area in southeast Michigan, northeast Ohio, Pennsylvania, and New York. In fact, there's already a little bit of severe weather working its way across Michigan. This doesn't look too terribly bad, but we are seeing some strong winds associated with some of these storms. Notice how they're bowing out like that. So some strong winds across the central part of Michigan, and then another smaller bow, but it looks like stronger storm cells. It looks like in between Traverse City and looks like Mio, Michigan right there, working its way to the east. Right now, not a whole lot is going on in eastern Montana. We're seeing a little bit of activity there, but this upper level low that is that is in the northwest right now is really going to create a lot of severe weather, at least later today, in the eastern parts of Montana, northeast Wyoming, as it moves through the Dakotas right there. In fact, at the surface, we can see that a little bit better. The models have a pretty good handle on things. And there's the initial severe weather threat in Michigan right there, but as we head through the day, we're going to see more of these rain showers and thunderstorms developing in the eastern parts of Montana and Wyoming, and they'll move all across this boundary right here. You can see at the surface that low pressure system, a boundary moving right through central Iowa right there into northern Illinois. We'll see more of that development as we head into the afternoon and the evening hours. So it looks like it's going to be another busy day, not as busy as what we saw yesterday. I don't think we're going to see as big of an outbreak, but we do have a much larger area that's under a slight risk today. So make sure you're keeping an eye on the severe weather threats, especially if you're in one of those areas. Really, the northern half of the country is nearly under a slight risk today. Be careful, have Storm Shield app close by, and that will alert you to any severe weather warnings for your exact location. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'd appreciate it. I'll see you next time.